Dear friends, this March 22nd we celebrate, as we do every year, World Water Day. This year's theme is valuing water. The slogan is Water to Me. And the guiding question is, what does water mean to you? For me, water is first and foremost the blue soul of life. For these reasons, I think since ancient times, all beliefs and religions have considered water as an essential reference of creation, giving it a sacred value in rites, liturgies, and celebrations. In many ancient worldviews, even rivers, lakes, and springs also have a sacred value as sources of life and purification. In fact, we could say that this vast network of rivers, lakes, and wetlands constitute the arteries and veins that vertebrate life on islands and continents. However, through ignorance, irresponsibility, and often greed, we pollute and destroy these rivers, lakes, and wetlands on which life in general, and in particular the health of our own communities and societies depend. In fact, water being the key factor of life, today we have transformed it into the most terrible vector of disease and death ever known to mankind. Although drinking water and sanitation have been declared human rights by the United Nations, it is estimated that 2.2 billion people do not have guaranteed access to safe drinking water, and almost 4.5 billion do not have access to decent sanitation services. And as a result, an estimated 2 million people die each year, most of them children under the age of 5, not to mention the millions of people who are gradually being poisoned by heavy metals, pesticides, and other toxins that are increasingly polluting our rivers, lakes, and aquifers. This irresponsibility and greed are often justified by visions that consider water as a mere commodity, promoting its management based on the logic of the market, which encourages the abusive and unsustainable use of water, the violation of human rights, and the marginalization of the most vulnerable and impoverished people. In the context of this World Water Day, and following the call of the United Nations, I propose to reflect on the ethical principles that should govern water management. From my point of view, unlike other natural resources, such as wood, for example, what is important about water is not properly its materiality, H2O, but its multiplicity of functions and the diversity of values at stake, located in very different ethical ranges. How can we compare, for example, the value of the water needed for that vital and essential minimum necessary for a dignified life as a human right with the value of the water needed to fill a swimming pool? That is why I propose to distinguish water for life linked to the space of human rights, water in activities and services of public interest, water for economic development, and even water as a crime in illegitimate activities. In all cases, we are talking about water, but at very different ethical levels and management criteria that must be governed, from my point of view, by the priority of water for life. Finally, within the framework of this global call by the United Nations, I would like to propose that you initiate a joint interreligious reflection on the profound ethical value that different religious beliefs and visions attach to water. a reflection that we can all do together on a specific day, accompanied by the celebrations that are considered appropriate with the rites that from the different faiths and traditions express the value of water as the blue soul of life. Thank you very much.